gonna eat it. I don't care. I have no shame.
Oh yeah, you have the tiny vlog camera. It's cute.
All set up for 626. We were pretty late because there was traffic from a car accident, and then also just like figuring stuff out in the morning. And I drive slow, but we figured it out. And it's 3 o'clock. People are coming in, but no one's really shopping yet anyway. So I still got time to figure out stuff in the back. So it's 5:48, still in the slow part of the day. The event started at 3 o'clock. We've been here for almost 3 hours now. It's still pretty slow, but I mean, that's to be expected. There are a couple different things happening for me personally, and then for the event as a whole. Number one, as you can hear, there are food vendors behind me. That's because I'm in a new location. So last year I was in what I like to think of like some of the cube setups where there were like 4 tents all kind of back to back over off to where the stage used to be, kind of near the grassy area. I am now closer towards the entrance, just like in the long alley of when you walk in. So this is where I want it to be, and I'm really excited about that. I think there's a lot of potential for this to be a good event. But not just for me, there's been a couple of changes for the location as a whole. They've moved the stage. It used to be over where I used to be, but instead they've replaced it with the Stussy market, and the stage is actually now over by the food. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to affect traffic for the event, if that was a good move, a bad move. I know personally it means that those booths that where I used to be, they're not going to get like really loud blasting music anymore. So that, at least that's good. Kind of hurts your head. You can't communicate with customers. But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. We'll see how it goes. We're already off to a pretty hot start. I've got all the fans blowing. I've got my Dream Cream Co fan ready. Like, it's hot, but I think we'll survive. Friday night market. It doesn't feel very different from last weekend at Foodland Sacramento, which is a bit of a disappointment because I do feel like this is a better event in terms of sales. So I was expecting a little bit more, but again, it's early. 66 goes until 11 p.m. tonight, so we still have about 3 more hours. Sadly enough, I'm not hungry, which is like really disappointing to be at a night market and not be hungry. So since June is by herself, I'm kind of getting her food for her when she gets hungry, and I feel like I'm living vicariously through her, like my meals. So I can go shopping for her and I can go buy the cute stuff, but I don't have to eat it, which I guess works if I'm not hungry. But anyways, like I've mentioned before, sales usually come in clutch like the last few hours, so let's hope for that. And if not, maybe the rest of the weekend will be good, but so far it's just okay. But I mean, that's standard. So far it's standard for a Friday at a night market. Hey, get to work. doing here? Uber Eats delivery, by the way. It's a minion, look. I just
Oh, I love.
Everyone says it's like Indian for day 2 of 626. It's super hot. I am already sweating, but I've got my fan ready. It's really slow right now, so I'm just going around and exploring and having fun. But I think today should be even better. So one of the downsides of selling apparel at a night market is obviously risk of like food stains and stuff like that. So I want to show you something I found. So I only have a few large of her left. The customer pointed out to me there's this little dot here that looks like it probably came from food, because 100% this is not for me. So what I like to do is I have Tide pens. I also have like shout wipes for this kind of stuff. And if it gets it out, then we're good to go. But otherwise, I'll either mark it down or I'll even like use it as a display or something like that. But we're gonna see what we can salvage today. We're getting to the point in our career where we're doing more and more food trades, and that makes me very happy. So the sticker version of her is over here, and she was so popular. It's still early on Saturday, so I'm gonna restock her right now, but I'm just so grateful for all the love she's getting. Also, mystery bags are doing really well. I'm already about halfway through everything I made for the weekend, and we're still not quite at the halfway point. I brought more of her. I sold out of larges yesterday, so I have more of her. But as predicted, she is quickly becoming bestseller for the weekend, as I thought. We are all sold out of smalls with her. Like even at my stock at home, I'm waiting on a restock as we speak. Should be coming soon. But we've yet to hit the busy part of today, and it's going really well. So I'm excited for this evening. Brought my brush this time. Ready to make the bangs look good. They're such a hot mess, and when it gets warm, they just like split and look so messy. So I just mentioned we're sold out of the small Oni girl. We also just sold out the last 2XL of my Lotus design, which I have a restock of Oni girl on the way. I don't have a restock of Lotus, but I mean, I figured after this event I was probably gonna have to restock anyway, so that is gonna be one of the things I'm gonna restock. I also think like I have a lot of events coming, and the biggest ones are really this month in May, but I'm gonna have a series of small ones I should be prepared for too. Hello, welcome. I got a free fan from Kieran. They had such a cute little setup with their lanterns. Also like a bottle opener. We love free merch. No one's surprised, hoodies are not moving this weekend. It has been really warm, so I'm not surprised. But we have 2 more left, 1 medium, 1 large. I have a new design coming in. I really want to get rid of them so that I can make room for this new one. Interesting observations, not a ton of tote bag deals, which is interesting because Sacramento was what I'm predicting to be fewer sales for the whole weekend, but we had like a good number of tote bag deals. Here, I think I've only maybe had 2 or 3. over the span of 2 days. I think we're currently in the slow part of the day. It is 6:40, so I think people are eating right now. I think things are gonna be slow for a little bit, and then once everyone's done eating and they wanna go shopping, I hope that's when it picks up. I have a fear that like there won't be a rush today, but I mean historically there usually is after dinner, so. Also, I think customers see me vlogging and it scares them off, so I might do this a little less for tonight. Yeah. Cute, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I am in such a poke mood, so I'm gonna hunt for some poke, but let's see if I can actually find anything. I want something light, not heavy. I'm gonna eat it, I don't care. I have no shame. Oh, that made me so sad. Did I only drop one? I broke the box. Well, this has just been a great past minute for me. This is one of my night market favorites. Lobster rolls are going to be expensive anywhere you go. Here at a night market, price is pretty standard and it tastes great. So, light it up, 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 light it up, light it up, I'm on fire. So tall. Oh, it rotated. Yay. I heard some guys playing Kiss, Marry, Kill with my sticker designs. I intentionally started ignoring them because I didn't want to know the answers. As of right now, this is our best 626 show so far. We've beat both the May 2023 show and we beat the July 2023 show. And it's only Saturday evening and we still have all day tomorrow, so I'm very excited. So also of the two Bay Area shows, I do think the May show is the slower one, just by a little bit. So I have high hopes for the July show. Coldest I remember it ever being. Delivering more food for June. I love it. That's the end of day 2. Pretty good. Pretty standard Saturday for us, which I mean is nothing to complain about at all. Day 2. How you feeling, June? Yeah, it's super cold. I need a hot shower. Okay, we made it. It's day 3 of 626. Oh, hello. Day 3. We're gonna wrap up today. It's already off to a little bit of a rocky start. We're here late because traffic was horrific and there's a lot of construction and stuff, but we're here. We figured it out. I need coffee. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I mean, I was just telling Jiyun, is it really a night market if by day 3 you don't hate yourself a little bit? Today is going to be especially chaotic because we leave for MomoCon tomorrow around like 10. We're going to go catch our flight, and I am not packed yet, so I got to do that tonight. So I am genuinely not planning on sleeping. I also need to finish editing the Lodi Comic-Con vlog, so I am not sleeping tonight. Basically, I'm just gonna pull an all-nighter and then hop on that plane and sleep, and Tuesday is gonna be a rot day in Georgia. Despite all this, I'm pretty excited. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm still young enough where this is more exciting than it is daunting, so woo, youth. Yay, thank you. Even with the limited sizing I brought for Oni Girl, she still continues to be my bestseller, which I'm not surprised, especially in the San Jose area. But it's just interesting to see how last weekend my best sellers were Slayer and my blue shirt, and now it's back to the Oni Girl. That being said, I am selling a good number of that blue neon Oni Girl is what I call her. And then after the Oni Girl, the Lotus shirt is the bestseller. So it's just always so fascinating to me to see how different demographics shop differently. Overall, sales this weekend have been good. Definitely not like disappointing, but not mind-blowing either. It's kind of what I was hoping to get out of this show, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think I'm always hoping like the next show will blow me away, but I don't think that's realistic. I'm still happy with my sales. I do hope for us to hit a certain number by the end of the night, and I think that's possible.
How's your night market food?
I'm sleepy. I'm in Gion's bed. Oh, you only want one patty? Let me get you some. This is even more expensive than it was at Foodieland. This is $15 for this too. That's a rip-off. That's cool. Fancy. Okay, let's try the dinky little blueberries. You want a bite?
No, I've tried it before. Sorry,
I've already been disappointed. Wait, but that tastes so good.
You like it? Okay, that's good.
It's just not like $15 good.
Yeah, it's not. I think nothing is ever $15 good. That's a fruit.
It's true. Nothing I can find in nature is going to be that good.
Unless it's like an apple mango.
Yeah, grape is still my favorite.
Okay, that's good.
Although this one's really good. It's 8:46 and we've officially reached, oh my gosh, my forehead, hold on. It's 8:46, we've officially reached our goal for the weekend, so very good. As of right now, and I guess for the rest of the night, this is officially our third highest grossing event, which is really cool, really exciting. I was honestly hoping to match my highest selling event ever, but I think that was a bit too ambitious for this time of the year. It's like the last hour, so it's pretty slow, and it's pretty thin, and I don't think a lot of people are partying too hard, you know, at 10 o'clock before the work week starts, so I think we're pretty safe to pack up. Probably see you in the recap unless I film some more, I guess. Let's talk about 626 Night Market. First off, I want to talk about how much it costs to be there because it is not cheap. It's not a cute number. First off, the booth, which is literally just a 10 by 10 space plus electricity, cost a wonderful $900. Yes, you heard me correctly, $900. That does not include table, chairs, or canopy. It's literally just space and electricity, which the electricity is nice. I'm not going to sneeze at that, but still, like that is, that's expensive. It does not include parking either, which we had 2 cars over the span of 3 days. So I bought 6 parking tickets and we didn't end up using all of them. So I could have saved some money there, but I didn't know at the time. And if you buy them in advance, they're cheaper. Anyways, we ended up spending $78 on parking for 2 cars over the span of 3 days. So in total, also including card fees. I always count card fees as part of my expenses. So in total, my expenses for 626 Night Market were just a little over $1,000. Which is wild because I literally only spent maybe like $200 more to sell on the other side of the freaking country in Atlanta. So, you know, night markets are not for the faint of heart and they're not for the broke, to be honest. Like if you don't have money, I suggest you stay away from night markets. Also, if it's not your target audience. For me, it's worth it. So I want to talk a little bit more about that. This is my 3rd time doing an event with 626 Night Market Bay Area ever. And it is a very, very wildly different experience than it was in 2023. And here's why. In 2023, my business model was very different. I sold mostly keychains, pins, and prints and stickers. Towards the end of the year, I added apparel because I had so many customers at 626 ask me if I sold t-shirts. And so I started doing it. And since then, my business has basically doubled in numbers. Like I've been able to really, really grow my business because I've been listening to my audience. And so this show is the numbers that I've always wanted from 626. And I'm very, very happy about that. Still on numbers, I'm looking at 626 from last year, the May show, and I'm looking at my transaction numbers for this May. And there's about 10, maybe 15 fewer transactions I had this year, and yet I was still able to do almost twice as much in sales. So this is just the power of understanding your business, your niche, and your audience. I've had a lot of people look at my business model and think, oh, I should start selling apparel too. No, that is not the lesson to be learned from here because that's the mistake that I made at the beginning of my business. My very 3rd event ever was at SAC Anime. My neighbor was selling keychains and she was popping off. So I thought I needed to start selling keychains. And so I did. And that's how I ended up in 2023 doing just okay numbers. My sales weren't bad. I was profiting, but I was just like, I feel like I could do better than this. Like I thought my art, and I still do, I believe in my art. I think it looks great. But what I think I was doing wrong was I was putting it in the wrong medium. People didn't want my art in keychains. My neighbor was selling fan art and her style was a lot cuter than mine was. And so my art is not cutesy and people don't necessarily want it on keychains, at least not the vast majority of people. What I realized they wanted to wear it. And I learned that because people were telling me that. Customers kept asking if I was selling apparel. And I figured if there were this many people who wanted it from me, maybe selling it would be a good decision. And it was. So that's to say, don't look at someone else's business and just copy it. You need to understand your art, your business, your niche, your audience, because you might want to sell t-shirts, but what if your customers don't want to wear t-shirts? What if your art doesn't translate well onto a t-shirt, right? Same way my art didn't translate as well into keychains as it does as apparel. So I just want to put that out there because I know a lot of people are going to look at businesses like mine and just try to copy it. That's not how you do business successfully. You got to think a little bit harder than that. Sorry. Like that's too easy. It's harder than that. You got to learn to analyze. You got to figure out your identity and you have to figure out who's buying from you and what do those people want from you. And sometimes it helps to ask. Sorry, I went on a tangent because a lot of people keep telling me, I want to get into apparel. I want to get into apparel. No, you don't. Like it's hard. You don't want to get into apparel unless your customers want apparel from you. I'm going to put that out there right now. It is a very hard area to be in. And if you are not going to sell well in it, you're just going to lose money. So I'm just telling you right now,
think about what your customers want from you before you decide on going hard at something like that. Okay, but back on topic, 626 was great. I don't know if I mentioned, I also got a much better spot this year than I did last year. And so I think that also really helped with sales numbers. I really enjoyed myself. I had friends that I got to reconnect with. I ate good food. Like, it's just, night markets are peak vibes for me and my dad, my husband. They're our favorite events of the year. And so I am so happy to be back at 626 this year. We've got one more in July, so if you're going to be in the area in July, please stop by and say hi. For my conclusion, I think 626 Night Market is a great event if your audience is there. Huge asterisks, which is like kind of goes without saying for any event. Like, you have to make sure your audience is there. But I think what a lot of people do is they see the big numbers at 626 and they see some people do crazy numbers at night markets and they think that they can do the same thing, but they don't ask themselves, are my customers there? So you really, really have to ask yourself, are your customers at this night market? And if they are, can you sell enough to not only cover that booth, but do multiples of it so you can actually profit? So I just want to like warn people out there, it's not for everyone. That being said, you won't know if it's for you unless you try. So I would say like try, but proceed with caution. I enjoyed it. I'm grateful for it. I learned how to make it work, but that's up to you, whether or not you want to do that or even try it. If you enjoyed this vlog, I post vlogs like this every Friday at 9 a.m. So make sure to like and subscribe so you know when the newest videos come out. If you want to see my actual art, make sure to follow me on Instagram or TikTok. If you want to shop my art, you can shop online, or you can look up that link to all my events if you want to shop with me locally out here in the Bay Area. My next vlog is actually not going to be Artist Alley related. It's going to be my first travel vlog. I'm going to show you all the fun things we did in Atlanta, Georgia for MomoCon. And I'm also going to include my convention haul. So if you want to see all the goodies I bought at MomoCon, make sure to check that vlog out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.